Krishna Krishna Hari Hari. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hari Hari. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaur Chande Aratika Shobha. Kiba Jaya Jaya Gaur Chande Aratika Shobha. Janavi Tatavani Jagamanaloba. Janavi Tatavani Jagamanaloba. Dakine Taya Chan Vami Gadahara. Dakine Taya Chan Vami Gadahara. Nikate Advaita Shini Pasha Chatradara. Nikate Advaita Shini Pasha Chatradara. Koshi Gashik Gora Chan Rakna Simasane. Koshi Ache Gora Chan Rakna Simasane. Arati Korna Brahma Hari Devagane. Arati Korna Brahma Hari Devagane. Narari Ari Kori Chamaradulaya. Narari Ari Kori Chamaradulaya. Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Gosarigaya. Sanjaya Mukunda Basu Gosarigaya. Shankar Baji Ganta Baji Baji Karatala. Shankar Baji Ganta Baji Baji Karatala. Maduran Mandanga Baji Paramarasala. Maduran Mandanga Baji Para. Bahu Katri Chandra Jini Vadanajubala Bahu Kotri Chandra Jini Vadanajubala Kala Deshe Mannamala Kori Ramala Kala Deshe Mannamala Kori Ramala Shiva Shukanarada Preme Gada Gada Shiva Shukanarada Preme Gada Gada Bhakti Vinoda Deke Gora Sampada Bhakti Vinoda Deke Gora Sampada Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pasaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Ite Namane Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharine Nivishesha Shunyavadi Paschatastisattarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasari Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Jaya Shri Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Vishnupada Paramasha Paracharya Srimad and A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jaya Vishnupada Paramasha Paracharya Asasasa Sri Srimad Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Natikoti Vaishnavinda Ki Jai. Navatar Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prince Kaho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Veta Gadhar Sri Vastagor Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Sri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shambhakunda Radhakund Gauravan Ki Jai. Murdama Dhamma Ki Jai. Mathura Dhamma Ki Jai. Navdvipa Dhamma Ki Jai. Jagannathpuri Dhamma Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Gangamaya Ki Jai. Gangamaya Ki Jai. Samvita Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Ito Nrsimha Parato Nrsimha. Yato Yato Yamitato Nrsimha. Ahi Nrsimha Hridaye Nrsimha. Narasimhamadin Sharanam Prapadye. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Tavakanakam lavare nakam adhuta shringam Talita hiranyakashipu Tanu bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jai Lord Nrsingadev ki jai. Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. All right. Krishna, Krishna. Bhagavad Gita as it is, starting with the introduction prayers on page 1. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuram Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Uttapalakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shah Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vidam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitam Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrikabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Chapter Bhagavad Gita chapter 11 text. I don't know where we went to yesterday.
Universal form.
Yeah. I know we haven't seen Krishna's four-hand form yet. I think we're still on something else. All that is no. Oh, here we are. Text 38, I think. Yeah, text 38. Yeah. Okay. Text 38. Chapter 11, text 38. Tamadideva Purusha Puranas Tamasya Vishwasya Parang Nidhanam Vetasi Vedyam Chaparang Chatama Tvaya Tatang Vishwamananta Rupa. Translation. You are the original personality, the Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You know everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material modes, whole limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you.
Text 39. Vayuryamognir Varuna Shashanaka Prajapati Stvam Prapitam Mahascha Namo Namaste Stu Saharaskritva Punascha Vayopi Namo Namaste. Translation. You are air, fire, water. You are the moon. You are the supreme controller and the grandfather. Thus I offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times, again and yet again.
I think we did these right here. Yeah. Yeah, we did that one. I think we got up to 45. Okay. We're going to start from text 45. Adrishtapurvam harshitosmi drishtva payena cha bravyahitam manome tadeva me darshaya deva rupam prasida devesha jagannivasa. Translation. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of the universe.
Text 46. Kiritinam Garinam Chakra Hastam Itami Twam Dristumaham Tahavya Tinvaya Rupena Chaturabhujena Saharasa Baho Bhavo Vishva Mute. Translation. O Universal Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form.
Text 47. Shri Vacha Maya Prasena Tavarjunin Maya Prasena Tavarjunidam Rupam Param Darshitam Atma Yogat Tejo Mayam Vishwamanantam Anannatam Tejo Mayam Anannatam Adyam Yanme Tadanyena Nadrishta Purvam. Translation. The Blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, happily do I show you this universal form within the material world by my internal potency. No one before you has ever seen this unlimited and glaringly effulgent form.
Text 48. Naveda Yagadayai Nadanir Na Chakrina Bir Na Tapo Badir Ugre Evam Rupa Sakyam Akam Nikloke Drastum Twan Anyanya Kuru Pravir. Translation. O best of the crew of warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can this form be seen. Only you have seen this.
Text 49. Mate vitama chavimuda bhavo drishtva rupam goramidrin mamedam vyapeta bipritamana punastvam tadeva me rupamidam prapashya. Translation. Your mind has been perturbed upon seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free from all disturbance. With a peaceful mind you can now see the form you desire.
Text 50. Sanjaya Vacha Iti Arjunam Vasudevas Tak Hoktava Sakyam Rupam Darshayam Asya Bhuya Ashvasya Masyascha Bitam Inam Bhutva Puna Samya Vapyur Mahatma. Translation. Sanjaya said to Dharashtra, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, while speaking thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form, and at last he showed him his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna.
Text 51. Arjuna Vacha Drisvedam Manusham Rupam Tavasam Yam Janardana Idanim Asmi Vid Sangvrita Sacheta Prakritim Gata. Translation. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "Seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, my mind is now pacified, and I am restored to my original nature."
Text 52. Sri Bhagavanu Vacha Suduradarasham Idam Rupam Tristavan Ashiyam Mama Devamapi Ashya Rupashya Nityam Darshana Kantishina. Translation. The Blessed Lord said, "My dear Arjuna, the form which you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear."
Text 53. Nam Vedarna Tapasa Nadanena Nachejaya Shakya Evam Vidho Drashtam Drishtavanasi Simangyata. Translation. The form which you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am.
Text 54. Bhaktyata ananya sakya ahameva video Arjuna yatam drastum cha tatvena bhavishtum cha paranatapa. Translation. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and you thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter into the mysteries of my understanding.
Text 55. Mat karma krin mat paramo mat bhakta sangha varjita nirvaira sarvabhuteshu yasamameti pandava. Translation. My dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in my pure devotional service, free from the contaminations of previous activities and from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me.
Chapter 12, Text 1. Arjuna Vacha Ivam Satata Yuktat Ye Bhaktastvam Paryupatsate Ye Chapi Aksharam Avyaktam Tesham Ke Yoga Vitatama. Translation. Arjuna inquired, which is considered to be more perfect, those who are properly engaged in your devotional service or those who worship the impersonal Brahma, the unmanifested?
Returning to text 45. Text 45. Translation. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of the universe. Purport. Arjuna is always in confidence with Krishna because he is a very dear friend. And as a dear friend is gladdened by his friend's opulence, Arjuna is very joyful to see that his friend, Krishna, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead and can show such a wonderful universal form. But at the same time, after seeing the universal form, he is afraid that he has committed too many offenses to Krishna, so many offenses to Krishna, out of his unalloyed friendship. Thus his mind is disturbed out of fear, although he had no reason to fear. Arjuna therefore is asking Krishna to show his Narayan form, because he can assume any form. This universal form is material and temporary, as the material world is temporary. But in the Vaikuntha planets, he has his transcendental form with 4 hands as Narayan. There are innumerable planets in the spiritual sky, and in each of them, Krishna is present by his plenary manifestations of different names. Thus Arjuna desired to see one of the forms manifest in the Vaikuntha planets. Of course, in each Vaikuntha planet, the form of Narayan is 4-handed, and the 4 hands hold different symbols: the conch shell, mace, lotus, and disc. According to the different hands these 4 things are held in, the Narayans are named. All of these forms are one and the same to Krishna. Therefore, Arjuna requests to see his 4-handed feature.
Text 46, translation. O universal Lord, I wish to see you in your 4-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. Purport. In the Brahma Samhita it is stated, the Lord is internally situated in hundreds and thousands of forms. In the main form of those, like Rama, Nrsimha, Narayana, etc., there are innumerable forms, but Arjuna knew that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, assuming his temporary universal form. He is now asking to see the form of Narayana, a spiritual form. This verse establishes without any doubt the statement of the Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna is the original personality of Godhead, and all other features originate from him. He is not different from his plenary expansions, and he is God in any of his innumerable forms. In all of these forms, he is fresh like a young man. That is a constant feature of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. One who knows Krishna at once becomes free from all contamination of the material world.
Text 47. Translation. The Blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, happily do I show you this universal form within the material world by my internal potency. No one before you has ever seen this unlimited and glaringly effulgent form. Purport. Arjuna wanted to see the universal form of the Supreme Lord. So out of his mercy upon his devotee Arjuna, Lord Krishna showed his universal form full of effulgence and opulence. This form was glaring like the sun, and its many faces were rapidly changing. Krishna showed this form just to satisfy the desire of his friend, Arjuna. This form was manifested by Krishna through his internal potency, which is inconceivable by human speculation. No one had seen this universal form of the Lord before Arjuna, but because the form was shown to Arjuna, other devotees in the heavenly planets and in other planets in outer space could also see it. They had not seen it before, but because of Arjuna they were able to see it. In other words, all the disciplic devotees of the Lord could see the universal form, which was shown to Arjuna by the mercy of Krishna. Someone commented that this form was shown to Duryodhana also, when Krishna went to Duryodhana to negotiate for peace. Unfortunately, Duryodhana did not accept the peace offer, but at that time Krishna manifested some of his universal forms. But those forms are different from this one shown to Arjuna. It is clearly said that no one has ever seen this form before.
Text 48. O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can this form be seen. Only you have seen this. Purport. The divine vision in this connection should be clearly understood. Who can have divine vision? Divine means godly. Unless one attains the status of divinity as a demigod, he cannot have divine vision. And what is a demigod? It is stated in the Vedic scriptures that those who are devotees of Lord Vishnu are demigods. Those who are atheistic, i.e., who do not believe in Vishnu or who only recognize the impersonal part of Krishna as the supreme, cannot have the divine vision. It is not possible to decry Krishna and at the same time have the divine vision. One cannot have the divine vision without becoming divine. In other words, those who have divine vision can also see like Arjuna. Bhagavad Gita gives a description of the universal form, and this description was unknown to everyone before Arjuna. Now no one can have some idea of the Vishvarupa after this incident. Those who are actually divine can see the universal form of the Lord, but one cannot be divine without being a pure devotee of Krishna. The devotees, however, who are actually in the divine nature and who have divine vision are not very much interested to see the universal form of the Lord. As described in the previous verse, Arjuna desired to see the four-handed form of Lord Krishna as Vishnu, and he was actually afraid of the universal form. In this verse, there are some significant words like the Veda oh geez. What? Yadya, which refers to studying the Vedic literature and the subject matter of the sacrificial regulations. Veda refers to all kinds of Vedic literature, namely the four Vedas, Rik, Yaju, Sama, Atharva, and 18 Puranas, the Upanishads, and Vedanta Sutra. One can study these at home or anywhere else. Similarly, there are sutras, Kalpa Sutras, Mimamsa Sutras, for studying the method of sacrifice. Danya refers to charity which is offered to a suitable party, such as those who are engaged in transcendental loving service of the Lord. The Brahmanas and Vaishnavas. Similarly, pious activities refer to the Agnihotra, etc., prescribed duties of the different castes. Pious activities and the voluntary acceptance of some bodily pains are called tapasyas. So one can perform all these, can accept bodily penances, give charity, study the Vedas, etc. Unless he is a devotee like Arjuna, it is not possible to see that universal form. Those who are impersonalists are also imagining that they are seeing the universal form of the Lord, but from the Bhagavad Gita we understand that the impersonalists are not devotees. Therefore, they are unable to see the universal form of the Lord. There are many persons who create incarnations. They falsely claim an ordinary human to be in an incarnation, but this is all foolishness. We should follow the principles of Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, there's no possibility of attaining perfect spiritual knowledge. Although Bhagavad Gita is considered a primary study of the science of God, still is so perfect that one can distinguish what is what. The followers of pseudo-incarnations may say that they have also seen the transcendental incarnation of God, the universal form, but that is not acceptable because it is clearly stated here that unless one becomes a devotee of Krishna, one cannot see the universal form of God. So one first of all has to become a pure devotee of Krishna. Then he can claim that he can show the universal form of what he has seen. A devotee of Krishna cannot accept false incarnation or followers of false incarnations.
Text 49. Translation. Your mind has been perturbed upon seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind you can now see the form you desire. Purport. In the beginning of Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was worried about killing Bhishma and Drona, his worshipful grandfathers and masters. But Krishna said that he need not be afraid of killing his grandfather. When they tried to disrobe Draupadi in the assembly, Bhishma and Drona were silent, and for such negligence of duty they should be killed. Krishna showed his universal form to Arjuna just to show him that these people were already killed for their unlawful action. That scene was shown to Arjuna because devotees are always peaceful and they cannot perform such horrible actions. The purpose of the revelation of the universal form was shown. Now Arjuna wanted to see the four-armed form, and Krishna showed him. A devotee is not much interested in the universal form, for it does not enable one to reciprocate loving feelings. A devotee wants to offer his respectful worshipping feelings. Thus he wants to see the two-handed or four-handed Krishna form, so he can reciprocate in loving service with the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Text 50. Translation. Sanjaya said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality Godhead, Krishna, while speaking thus to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form, and at last he showed him his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. Purport. When Krishna appeared as the son of Vasudeva as Devaki, he first of all appeared as four-armed Narayana. But when he was requested by his parents, he transformed himself into ordinary child in appearance. Similarly, Krishna knew that Arjuna was not interested in seeing a four-armed handed form of Krishna. But since he asked to see the four-handed form, well,
Just about speaking to the microphone.
oh. He also showed him this form again, and then showed himself in the two-handed form. The word Samyavapu is very significant. Samyavapu is a very beautiful form. It is known as the most beautiful form. When he was present, everyone was attracted simply by Krishna's form. And because Krishna is the director of the universe, he just banished the fear of Arjuna, his devotee, and showed him again his beautiful form of Krishna. In the Brahma Samhita it is stated that only a person whose eyes are smeared with the ointment of love can see the beautiful form of Sri Krishna.
Text 51. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, my mind is now pacified, and I am restored to my original nature. Purport. Here the words Manusham Rupam clearly indicate the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be originally two-handed. Those who deride Krishna to be an ordinary person are shown to be ignorant of his divine nature. If Krishna is like an ordinary human being, then how is it possible for him to show the universal form, and again to show the four-handed Narayan form? So it is very clearly stated in Bhagavad Gita that one who thinks that Krishna is an ordinary person and misguides the reader by claiming that it is the impersonal Brahman within Krishna speaking is doing the greatest injustice. Krishna has actually shown his universal form and his four-handed Vishnu form, so how can he be an ordinary human being? A pure devotee is not confused by misguiding commentaries on Bhagavad Gita because he knows what is what. The original verses of Bhagavad Gita are as clear as the sun. They do not require lamplight from foolish commentators.
Text 52. The Blessed Lord said, My dear Arjuna, the form which you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear. Purport. In the 48th verse of this chapter, Lord Krishna concluded, revealing his universal form, and informed Arjuna that this form is not possible to be seen by so many activities, sacrifices, etc. Now here the word Sudarshanam is used, indicating that Krishna's two-handed form is still more confidential. One may be able to see the universal form of the Krishna by adding a little tinge of devotional service to various activities like penance, Vedic study, and philosophical speculation, etc. It may be possible, but without a tinge of bhakti, one cannot see. That has already been explained. Still beyond that universal form, the form of Krishna as a two-handed man is still more difficult to see. Even for demigods like Brahma and Lord Shiva, they desire to see him. And we have evidence in the Srimad Bhagavatam that when he was supposed to be in the womb of his mother, Devaki, all the demigods from heaven came to see the marvel of Krishna. They even waited to see him. A foolish person may deride him, but that is an ordinary person. Krishna is actually desired to be seen by demigods like Brahma and Shiva in his two-armed form. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is also confirmed that he is not visible to the foolish persons who deride him. Krishna's body is confirmed by the Brahma Samhita and confirmed by himself in the Bhagavad Gita, is completely spiritual and full of bliss and eternality. His body is never like a material body. But for some who make a study of Krishna by reading Bhagavad Gita or similar Vedic scriptures, Krishna is a problem. For one is using a material process. Krishna is considered to be a great historical personality and very learned philosopher, but he isn't an ordinary man. But some think that even though he was so powerful, he had to accept a material body. Ultimately, they think that the absolute truth is impersonal. Therefore, they think that from his impersonal feature, he assumed a personal feature attached to the material nature. This materialistic calculation of the Supreme Lord, another calculation is speculative. Those who are in search of knowledge also speculate on Krishna and consider him to be less important than the universal form of the Supreme. Thus some think that the universal form of Krishna, which was manifested to Arjuna, is more important than his personal form. According to them, the personal form of the Supreme is something imaginary. They believe that in the ultimate issue, the absolute truth is not a person, but the transcendental process is described in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2. To hear about Krishna from authorities, that is the actual Vedic process. And those who are actually in the Vedic line hear about Krishna from authority. And by repeated hearing about him, Krishna becomes dear. As we have several times discussed, Krishna is covered by his Yogamaya potency. He is not to be seen or revealed to anyone and everyone. Only by one to whom he reveals himself can he be seen. This is confirmed in Vedic literature, for one is a surrendered soul. The absolute truth can actually be understood. The transcendentalist, by continuous Krishna consciousness and by devotional service to Krishna, can have his spiritual eyes open and see Krishna by revelation. Such a revelation is not possible even for the demigods. Therefore, it is difficult even for the demigods to understand Krishna, and the advanced demigods are always in hope of seeing Krishna in his two-handed form. The conclusion is that although to see the universal form of Krishna is very, very difficult and not possible for anyone and everyone, it is still more difficult to understand his personal form as Samasundra.
Text 53, translation. The form which you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by these means that one can see me as I am. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that did we just do that one? No? Okay. Purport. Krishna first appeared before his parents, Devaki and Vasudeva, in a four-handed form, and then he transformed himself into the two-handed form. This mystery is very difficult to understand for those who are atheists or who are devoid of devotional service. For scholars who have simply studied Vedic literatures by way of speculation or out of mere academic interest, Krishna is not very easy to understand. Nor is he to be understood by persons who officially go to the temple to offer worship. They make their visit, but they cannot understand Krishna as he is. Krishna can be understood only through the path of devotional service, as explained by Krishna himself in the next verse.
Text 54. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and can thus be seen directly. Only in this way can you enter in the mysterious mysteries of my understanding. Purport. Krishna can be understood only by the process of undivided devotional service. He explicitly explains this in this verse to unauthorized commentators who try to understand Bhagavad Gita by the speculative process. Will know that they are simply wasting their time. No one can understand Krishna or how he came from parents in a four-handed form and at once changed himself into a two-handed form. It is clearly stated here that no one can see him. Those who however, are very experienced students of Vedic literature can learn about him from the Vedic literature in so many ways. There are so many rules and regulations, and if one at all wants to understand Krishna, he must follow the regulative principles described in the authoritative literature. One can perform penance in accordance with those principles. As far as charity is concerned, it is plain that charity should be given to the devotees of Krishna who are engaged in his devotional service to spread the Krishna philosophy or Krishna consciousness throughout the world. Krishna consciousness is a benediction to humanity. Lord Chaitanya was appreciated by Rupa Goswami as the most munificent man of charity because of love of Krishna, which is very difficult to achieve, was distributed freely by him. And if one worships as prescribed in the temples in India, there are always some statue, usually of Vishnu or Krishna, that has a chance to progress. For the beginners in devotional service to the Lord, temple worship is very essential, and this is confirmed in the Vedic literature. One who has unflinching devotion for the Supreme Lord and is directed by the spiritual master can see the Supreme Personality Godhead by revelation. For one who does not take personal training under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, it is impossible to even begin to understand Krishna. The word "tu" is specifically used here to indicate that no other process can be recommended or can be successful in understanding Krishna. The personal forms of Krishna, the two-handed form and the four-handed, are completely different from the temporary universal forms shown to Arjuna. The four-handed form Narayana and the two-handed form is Krishna. They are eternal and transcendental, whereas the universal form exhibited to Arjuna is temporary. The very word sududarsham, meaning difficult to see, suggests that no one saw that universal form. It also suggests that amongst the devotees there was no necessity of showing it. That form exhibited by Krishna at the request of Arjuna, because in the future, when one represents themselves as an incarnation of God, people can ask to see his universal form. Krishna changes from the universal form to the four-handed form of Narayana, and then to his own natural form of two hands. This indicates that the four-handed forms and the other forms mentioned in the Vedic literature are all emanations of the original two-handed Krishna. He is the origin of all emanations. Krishna is distinct even from these forms, not to speak of the impersonal conception. As far as the four-handed forms of Krishna are concerned, it is stated clearly that even the most identical four-handed form of Krishna, which is known as Mahavishnu, who is lying on the cosmic ocean and from whose breathing so many innumerable universes are passing out and entering, is also expansion of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, one should conclusively worship the personal form of Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is in eternity. Bliss and knowledge. He is the source of all forms of Vishnu. He is the source of all forms of incarnation. And he is the original Supreme Personality, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita ki jai!